Hello, Owen. How are you?
Good, thank you. You?
Yeah, fine. Thank you very much. We were just talking to Eddie about your new vice captains and how it's just a shift in the diversity, the makeup of the leadership team, not a reflection on what went before. I just wonder whether you could give us a perspective as the captain on how those three in particular have worked with you and helped you in the last couple of weeks.
Oh well, we're only at the start of it at the minute. We're just trying to figure out how to use it to the best of our ability. But so far it's been good. We've been sharing the workload, delegating a bit, and making sure the team's got a voice. So we've been working well together so far.
And the Deloitte program stuff, has that taken you anywhere you weren't expecting?
Yeah,
so far?
well, we've had one meeting so far, so we'll see how it goes, if that's all right.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Ta.
Thanks, Alex. James Wild will come to you, please.
Hi, Owen. How are you, mate?
Good, thank you.
Eddie's talked a lot about this being a watershed moment, 5 campaigns to go. We know Tonga are going to be physical. We know the game's going to be lacking a little bit of structure, possibly from their side. What couple of things do you want to see on in terms of building style and building a quicker attack for England and taking advantage of that quick ruck ball?
Well, we've been working on a few things. Obviously, we've got new coaches in, we've got new systems. So we've been working on a few things in house, and it's the start of that for us. It's the start of us trying to put that onto the field. We feel like over the last couple of weeks we've made strides in it in training, but now it's time to do it under pressure. And I think we've got a team and a squad, more importantly, to play this way that we're going to try to. And hopefully we get to see that at the weekend. But at the same time, we've got to be a team that's ready to play any which way. We've got to be a team that's ready to play if the conditions are different. We've got to be a team that have got to be ready to play if the referee's refereeing a certain way, and we've got to adjust to him. And obviously, if the opposition find themselves playing, getting on top at times, we've got to make sure we're ready for it all. But in terms of how we want to play, we're making our first steps in here, and we're looking forward to getting it out on the field.
And how much are those new voices bringing to the squad? I'm sure Cockers is bringing a lot in terms of passion and intensity. What are they bringing to the squad?
A lot of knowledge, to be honest. First and foremost, that I would say. I think I feel like I'm coming into camp and learning a lot. Feel like I'm coming into camp and kicking on as a player, which I think I always have done. I always have felt like I have done over the time of being with England. But it's exciting at the minute. It's good. There's the detail that's been put in front of us is good. The accountability that we've got for what we're doing is good at the minute, and we feel like we can kick on from here.
Thanks, mate. Go well.
Thank you.
Cheers, James. Dan Schofield, please.
Hi, Owen. Slightly random question, but do you know if this is going to be your 100th cap game or not? There's obviously a little bit of debate about whether the Japan match was counted as a test.
I don't know. It's not up to me, is it?
But let's assume it is your 100th. What does that represent to you? Are you the type of person who gets reflective around milestones?
Not really. No. I don't know. It might be something that you look back on and appreciate more than you appreciate at this moment in time. At this moment in time, you're trying to do your job. You're trying to focus on the job that's in front of you. And I don't know. It's a strange one. As your 50th cap, you only ever walked out for your 50th cap at the start, with it being for England, not combining the ones. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll leave that for everyone else to make up their mind about.
So you're not doing anything extra special around the game?
No.
And just one on leadership. Obviously, there's a new leadership group. Can you discuss how you think you've evolved as a captain since taking on the role with England?
That's a good question. I think that when you do take over, it's not like when I took over. I was completely new to it. Obviously, I'd done it a little bit here and there in games and towards the end of games, and even just being in leadership teams, it doesn't feel like all of a sudden you become captain and you change everything you're doing and you become this different person. The main thing for me is that you're genuine and you're authentic in what you're doing, whilst trying to be better, whilst trying to get things right. And sometimes you think about that too much, and think about how you can be better too much, and stop being yourself as much. And I find the balance of that hopefully is better now. Is better of I feel comfortable in being myself now, and still obviously making mistakes, but being able to deal with them and knowing that they're from a good place.
And just one last one, if I may. Who would you say was the greatest captain you played under, or who was the guy you really admired for their leadership?
Yeah, that's a difficult one to pick out. There's too many, and all in very, very different ways. So probably the ones that I played under for the longest would be Dylan and Brad Barrett. But there's some brilliant captains before that as well on both sides. So I can't really pick one out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. Harry, we'll come to you, please.
Afternoon, Owen. First time in a long time you'll get to play in front of a full house at Twickenham, hopefully. How does that change things from your point of view as a captain and as a player, I guess?
Well, hopefully, Harry, it makes everything that bit more exciting. It makes us want to play well even more. It makes us buzzing to take the field on Saturday. There's people who's got a good few caps here in camp that's never been played in front of a crowd at Twickenham. So, what an experience that's going to be for them. There's a new cap that hopefully is going to get to run out rightly so in front of 80,000 people at home. So. That's something that we're massively looking forward to, and that adds to the occasion on Saturday.
Eddie talked about arousal levels during the Six Nations. How has that looked in practice this week? Have you done anything different, I don't know, from then to prepare for having a full house back?
No, we'll probably narrow our focus now leading into the game. We'll probably open it up and see how people are feeling, and try and get on the same page as a playing group and grab hold of it that bit more towards the end of the week. So I'm sure we will have a chat and narrow our focus, yeah.
And finally from me, Manu Tuilagi back in an England shirt. How does he change things with a player of his presence and ability? How does that change things for you?
Well, obviously Manu's a game breaker. Manu's someone that makes something happen, makes a lot happen. Sometimes out of nothing, which you probably need in Test matches at times. But probably the bit for me that's the best bit about Manu is how much he enjoys playing, for England, how much of a smile he's got on his face when he goes out there to represent England, and that's something that really, from my personal point of view, makes me love playing with him. That and his ability to beat defenders, obviously.
Thanks, Owen.
Thank you.
Thanks. We've run over quite a bit today, so if I could ask for Alex and Hugh's questions to be quite quick, that'd be great. Otherwise, Owen and I are walking to the next hotel and not getting on the bus. So, Alex, we'll come to you, please. Thank you.
Miles away as well.
It is, yeah.
Owen, hi. Alex, just a quick one. Can you give us an idea of what it's been like working with Marcus Smith this week, and how much Marcus's preparations have been restricted by his injury?
Yeah, I mean, it's not for me to speak about the knock that he's picked up. So I'll leave that to someone else. And he's been we've probably not done it as much as we like, obviously, and he's probably not been as on the field as much as he like. But we've still been talking, still been trying to pick things up, and still been making sure that he's been involved as much as he possibly can be. So and he's been brilliant in that regard.
Do you have any doubt that he's ready if called upon? If he had to come on and play 79 minutes, he'd be absolutely ready for this challenge?
Yeah, definitely. no doubt.
Thank you.
Thanks, Hugh. We'll finish up with you.
Hello, Owen.
Hi.
I think you said once or twice over the years that your favourite position is fly half. I suppose we haven't got much time, but could you just describe why that would be? What you love about playing that in that 10 jersey?
No, I don't think I've said my favourite is fly half. I think I said that I am a fly half. With the ability to play 12, hopefully. So it's, I've said over the years that even when I've got 12 on my back, it's not like I change completely as a player. I still play the way that I play with slight differences, obviously. But I'm still trying to be myself. I'm not trying to be anything that I'm not trying to change completely when I put a different shirt on. I guess at fly half you get the ball in your hands. You get the ball in your hands and you get probably more touches. So being able to control the game in that term is touching the ball is important. So I guess that's why I've liked being there. But I am more than happy to play in any position if it means it's better for the team, and that's always been the case.